Ballou, the one-handed slam.
Has it! Touchdown!
Good Friday to everyone. Welcome to the north side of Ankeny, Centennial High School tonight. Ankeny Centennial High School as Urbandale, the Jayhawks, in town tonight for a twin bill with the Ankeny Centennial softball team, Coach Nick McCool, and the Jayhawks. The last time they were here was at the end of the season last year when Ankeny Centennial beat them to move on to the state tournament, of which Centennial, the Jaguars, finished third at the end of the season. So the Jaguars bring back several starters off that team a year ago, 7 seniors here on the team. A little bit younger team for Urbandale, but a lot of girls back off the team from a year ago there, led by Isabel Staten. The junior will be in the circle tonight. Also bats 444 on the season for Coach McCool's squad. They are 1-3 on the year so far. Urbandale is on this young season. They dropped a twin bill to Ankeny on the opening night and split earlier this week with Des Moines East. So looking to improve is Urbandale as they continue on this season. Centennial undefeated so far on this very young season, 3-0. They swept Ottumwa each by 1 run on the opener on Monday night earlier this week, and then Wednesday night beat Newton 9-0. They will be led out in the circle by Sam Klug tonight. 18 strikeouts, a hard-throwing righty. The senior has had a great start to the season so far, 2.33 earned run average there, led in the bats. Anna Christensen, the senior who has been around, it seems like forever, batting 500 on this young year. Ella Schultz, who has been, the average itself doesn't stand out as much at 300, but Ella Schultz just continues to find a way to get on base, a hard-hitting catcher. Just continues to hit the ball hard, has got on by error several times, and of course that makes her bat look maybe not quite as good as what it would look if it was a hit, but that's the way things go. We're going to move things over to our public address announcer night for a special recognition here before this game.
We ask that all spectators exhibit good sportsmanship towards our umpires, coaches, and players. Now we would like to take this moment to recognize our activities director, Scott Jarvis, for his time and dedication to our student athletes. Scott has spent the last 3 years as our Centennial AD, and his support of our programs does not go unnoticed. Thank you so much, Scott, for being a part of the Jaguar program.
As we will now have our umpires get together with our head coaches, of course, Coach McCool from Urbandale and Coach Brett Delaney from Centennial, a couple of the younger, not sure younger, but less tenured coaches here in the CIML. They will meet with our umpires here tonight as they get things set and ready to go. A much different night than what we had in our opener, our home opener here on Wednesday night. That was about 81 degrees and hardly a breath of wind as we got started. Just a beautiful evening. However, tonight it's about 48 degrees right now, 10-mile-an-hour winds straight out of the north, blowing out to right field here as the field is oriented. And we're set up a little bit out of the wind right now. We'll try to stay as warm as we possibly can tonight, keep our papers in order. So if there's any brief pauses, you'll know, because keep our rosters in order and keep everything there. As you see, as you look down there, Coach Delaney on the first base side of things, Coach McCool on the third base side of things. Ron Taylor, our umpire that will be on the bases tonight, Jerry Bohe, will be behind the plate here in Game 1. We've got a doubleheader coming your way, 2 7-inning games. This is the way we do things in high school softball. And there'll be about a half hour between game number 1 and game number 2 as they discuss the ground rules for the evening there around home plate. Discuss anything else going on. Urbandale, things won't get any easier for them. Centennial ranked number 11 right now on this young season. But Urbandale will move on next Tuesday night. Of course, no games on Memorial Day, but they will play Waukee, who is ranked number 3 on Tuesday. Tomorrow is when Centennial will be in action again. They'll be down at a little tournament, round-robin type tournament in Johnston. They'll play number 12 Bettendorf at 1:30 and number 10 Johnston at 3:30. And definitely Tuesday night, make your plans to be here on the north side in a game we'll have right here on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Fort Dodge, number 1 ranked Dodgers, will be in town in a game, a rematch of the semifinals a year ago at Harlan Rogers Park in Fort Dodge, where Fort Dodge was able to squeak that one out on their way to a second-place finish a year ago. Finished 1 spot ahead of Centennial, but there'll be a doubleheader here on Tuesday night. The 1st, June 1st. Wow, we're already at that point of the year. Certainly doesn't feel like it out here right now, as everybody is bundled up in stocking caps and hoodies and blankets galore. A much different feel to the game than it was on Tuesday night earlier this week. As they continue to talk down there, we might have to get a microphone down there for that pregame conference, because this might be one of the longer ones that I've seen. Everybody's wondering what they might be saying. I don't think we have any special ground rules here at Centennial High School. And there we go, as we get set to go. So here we go with the starting lineups.
Okay, now let's meet the starting lineups for each team. First, for our visitors, the Urbandale Jayhawks. Leading off and playing third base, number 8, Brecken Geyser. Batting second and playing right field, number 4, Denon Rue. Batting third and pitching, number 17, Izzy Staten. In the cleanup position, the shortstop, number 25, Bree Tigas. Batting fifth and playing second base, number 2, Grace Albrecht. Batting sixth and catching, number 22, Lily Burkett. Batting seventh and playing first base, number 21, Dharma Woodruff. Batting eighth and playing left field, number 15, Lily Waters Smith. And batting ninth and playing center field, number 10, Taylor Pinkhouse. The Jayhawks are coached by assistant coaches Ellen Gallagher, Kate Jackson, Emily Rottinghaus, and Kayla Vermedal. The Urbandale head coach is Nick McCool. And now for the home team, the Centennial Jaguars. Leading off for the Jags, the catcher, number 7, Ella Schultz. Batting second and playing third base, number 28, Sydney Morris. In the 3 spot, the second baseman, number 14, Anna Christensen. In the cleanup spot, first baseman, number 19, Lizzie Klunder. Batting fifth, the designated player, number 29, Lauren Gustafson. Batting sixth and playing shortstop, number 12, Addie Starr. Batting seventh and playing center field, number 15, Mackenzie James. Batting eighth and playing right field, number 13, Morgan Seversite. Batting ninth and playing left field, number 3, Peyton Drefke. And pitching tonight for Centennial, number 6, Sam Krug. The Jaguars are coached by assistant coaches Jordan Gronewald, Mackenzie Larson, and Tricia Noterman. The head coach is Brett Delaney. The umpires for tonight's first game are Mr. Jerry Bohe behind the plate and Mr. Ron Taylor covering the bases. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time,
And we'll take a quick break for the national anthem and be back with the first pitch right after this.
As we honor America and those who
Vehicles are created equal.
DeArmond certified used vehicles have a big advantage. All makes and models 2011 or newer with under 75,000 miles receive a 175-point inspection, Carfax report, 2 oil changes, collision deductible coverage, and wheel, dent, and windshield repair.
Also, all DeArmond certified come with 2 warranties. A 1-year 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper and a 2-year 100,000-mile powertrain. Only sold at the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Hi, I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
Obsessively, relentlessly. That's what you can always expect, even when faced with the unexpected. It's a service we take seriously, providing comfort in the rain, tools to help you save, a helping hand along the way, and from a safe distance away, delivering the energy you need while going the extra mile. Regardless of the times, our team remains committed to you.
Leading things off for Urbandale will be the third baseman, Brecken Geyser. She'll be followed by Denon Rue, Izzy Staten, Bree Tigas, Grace Albrecht, Lily Burkhead, Dharma Woodruff, Lily Waters-Smith, and Taylor Hinkhouse will round things out for the Jayhawk batting order. Pitching for Centennial tonight, Sam Klug. Catching, Ella Schultz. Third base, Sydney Morris. Addie Starr at short. Anna Christensen at second. Lizzie Klunder at first. Peyton Drefke getting her first start, the freshman out in left field. Mackenzie James in center, and Morgan Sieversyk in right. The fourth starting lineup of the year in 4 games for Centennial this year. And they've all worked so far. That first pitch for Klug is a strike to get things rolling here tonight. The hard-throwing righty. And she quickly finds herself up in the count on Geyser. Geyser is 2 for 12 here to start the season so far. An Urbandale team that bats just .231 as a team as that ball's fouled out of play here in right field. Urbandale, a team that really throughout the year last year saw them come on strong. They do play very good defense, keep their games pretty low scoring. The hitting will come as the year comes on, led by a lot of underclassmen. As I think Schultz and Klug got their signals crossed up just a little bit there on the 0-2 pitch. That's one thing you watch. Klug has really started to develop that finishing pitch. She goes high and tight on that one, evens up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Likes that fastball. She'll hit in the low 60s with that one. That ball hammered out into right field, and that goes way over the head of Sieversyk. One hops it to the fence. Sieversyk tries to get it in. She's going to go for 3, misses the cut, and in with a triple to start things off. Brecken Geyser to right center field. And Urbandale in business to start this one.
That's a leadoff triple for Brecken Geyser. Brings up number 4, the right fielder, Denon Rue.
That'll bring up Denon Rue, the sophomore. Rue batting .333 on this season so far, the lefty. Rue plays right field for Urbandale. That pitch outside for ball 1. Urbandale in business here early on tonight. Goes downstairs for strike 1. big start tonight for Urbandale. That ball also a strike. So Klug has worked ahead of the first two batters, but man, Geyser gave that one a ride out there to right center field, went over the head into the gap between James and Seversyke, and she finds herself on third base, and Urbandale dealing early here tonight. Fouled off here to the backstop. No baseball game going on here tonight, so we should stay clear of the foul balls that sometimes pepper us a little bit over here on the softball field. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, that's a pop-up, but that could be trouble. In hard comes James. She does catch it. James shows off the speed, makes a lot more routine play out of that than might have otherwise been. That'll bring up Izzy Staten. Staten, the leader on this Urbandale squad, a junior, batting .444 so far to start the year. And again, Klug ahead in the count as she's done with all three batters so far. Pitch crosses the outside corner, and so each batter so far Klug's been way ahead of. I think that first pitch up against Geyser, she left one a little bit inside, and Geyser made her pay. And that pitch right at the knees on Staten, and Klug gets her first strikeout of the night. And that is 13 on the season so far. Excuse me, 10. Let's see. Looked at the wrong numbers here. That is 19 strikeouts so far on the season so far for Klug, and that'll bring up Tiggis, who we saw a lot out of a year ago. Played a lot as an 8th grader, bats .300 right now early on in her freshman campaign. For the first time tonight, Klug gets behind the batter on the first pitch. Misses that just outside. Wind blowing out to right field tonight. That pitch catches the corner. 2-1 the count with 2 outs. Klug trying to get herself out of an early jam here in the top of the first. That pitch misses. Not quite sure where from my vantage point. It's tough to tell where the catcher is setting up sometimes as I sit off to the right side of home plate. That one is outside corner, strike 2. Loads up the count. Klug trying to work herself out of a jam. Tiggis trying to take advantage of the early triple from Brecken Geyser. And she gets her, and the Jags work themselves out of a jam. Leadoff triple for Geyser for Urbandale, and they cannot capitalize. Klug with 2 strikeouts there and induces a fly ball. We head to the bottom of the first. No runs off 1 hit. No errors. 0-0 our score.
To everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
And we're back leading things off for Ankeny Centennial, again using their 4th different lineup in 4 games right now. Ella Schultz will lead things off. She's found a way to get on base a lot of times that she's been up. She'll be followed by Sydney Morris, Anna Christensen, Lizzie Klunder, Lauren Gustafson, Addie Starr, Mackenzie James, Morgan Seversyke, and Peyton Drefke. Izzy Staten with a sparkling earned run average to start the year for Urbandale. Staten just a 1.62 ERA. She will be in the circle. Lily Burkhead will be catching for her. Brecken Geyser at third base. Bree Tiggis at short. Grace Albrecht at second. Dharma Woodruff at first, and then in left field, Lilywater, Smith, Taylor, Hinkhouse in center, and Denon Rue in right field. So Schultz has worked her way up to the hard-hitting Schultz has worked her way up to be the leadoff batter right now. Is trying to find a way to get some production out of that spot. They've got production out of the girls no matter where else they've been in the order, but that leadoff spot's kind of jinxed so far as Schultz watches that first pitch just below the knees. And again, just 4 games into this season, so nothing to worry about so far. But just trying to find that magic spot. And there's going to be discussion here because Schultz did not run out of the box. I think she thought it was off her. And they're saying no, they're going to call her out. Just a ground ball to third base. As Coach Delaney does not agree with that call, and he's going to continue to discuss it a little bit with both umpires. But Schultz definitely did not run out of the box. She thought it went off her as well. And that'll bring up Sydney Morris. So that leadoff spot continues to have a little bit of a jinx as Morris watches that first pitch for a strike. Definitely sounded weird coming off the bat. And they say that caught the inside part of the elbow for Morris. All right. And that'll bring up Anna Christensen. Christensen has had an incredible start to the year, batting .500 so far. He's had a couple of very nice games. Watches that first pitch for a strike. Watching Staten here. Got to see her pitch a couple times a year ago. Certainly added a lot of velocity to her pitches. And with the movement that she gets, you'll see a lot of ground balls and pop-ups with what she likes to throw. Urbandale plays pretty good defense behind her. And Christensen is going to advance the runner. We'll move Morris to second base on the ground out to second.
Moving Morris over to second base.
And that'll bring up Lizzie Klunder. Klunder, a power hitter here on the north side of Ankeny. Junior first baseman. Again, has been playing for a long time. Fouls that one off here over by us. Klunder here to start the season. She watches that pitch go. Batting .375. Couple runs batted in so far. Watches that pitch low and away, and a lot of pitchers don't like to pitch to Lizzie Klunder. She will make you pay if you leave anything up and in. 2-1 the count. Watches that pitch down the pipe. Haven't seen a lot of movement from Staten in the balls that she's pitched so far, but you see him move all over in the zone, picking her spots. Burkhead tries to frame that one, makes it 2-2-2. Shake what you got. Here we go. Loads up the count. Full count. 3-2. And Klunder swing and a miss. No hits for Centennial, no errors for Urbandale, and we move to the top of the second, 0-0 our score.
I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
Urbandale back up to bat here in the top of the second. First pitch from Klug to Grace Albrecht, the second baseman for the Jayhawks. Albrecht is batting .200 right now. She's 2 for 10 here, just 4 games into the year as Klug misses high and tight on that pitch. Each teams have left one on base so far. Urbandale, though, that first inning, Geyser leads off with a triple, but not able to get anyone across. That ball popped up. Mackenzie James is going to work her way back and make the play on the can of corn.
Albrecht flies out to Mackenzie James in center field.
And Mackenzie James getting some early work here tonight. You can see that ball, the wind making it tail, get pulled out into right field, as that was a high pop fly. I'll bring up Lily Burkhead. Burkhead watches that first pitch right at the belt for strike one. Burkhead, one of the couple seniors that start here, bats is 2 for 10 right now. Again, early on in this season, that pitch evens up the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Lights are already on here. It took quite a while to get them on for a 7 o'clock start here on Tuesday night. That ball popped up into left field. Peyton Drefke underneath it, and she makes the play. Drefke getting her first start out there in left field. The freshman, usually an infielder, plays a lot of shortstop, hard-hitting left fielder, standout golfer here for Ankeny Centennial as well, fresh off that season. And that'll bring up Dharma Woodruff. She watches the first pitch for a ball. Woodruff, just a sophomore, and she also is batting .200 on the year, just 5 at-bats, so she's 1 for 5 here with 2 outs. Woodruff trying to create something for the Jayhawks. Pitch misses low. It's a cold night here on the north side of Ankeny. Nothing new for these girls who played club ball pretty much starting off in February through the rest of the year. That pitch is cranked out into right center field. Seversyke all the way back to the wall, and it is gone. Dharma Woodruff into right center field, her first home run of the season. The ball just continued to carry. Woodruff, touch them all. And Urbandale takes a 1-run lead. So a couple of hard-hit balls out there into right center field so far. That's the magic spot here tonight. A triple and a home run for Urbandale hit out to that same spot. That'll bring us to the number 8 batter in the order, Lily Waters-Smith. Again, a sophomore batting 1 for 8 on the season. That's 125. New ball is in play as they might have to dig that one out of the weeds out there in right center field. That pitch goes through the gap, and Seversyke tries to come up gunning and is safe over there at first base as Water-Smith beats it out. 2 hits in a row now for Urbandale.
Bringing up number 10, the center fielder.
And we head to the number 9 batter in the order, Taylor Hinkhouse. Hinkhouse, one of those seniors again, is 1 for 9 early on in the season. Has 2 outs here, some damage being done with 2 outs. Urbandale with 3 hits, and hits have been hard to come by for Urbandale so far in these first 4 games of the year, but not so much here tonight as that pitch swung on by Hinkhouse for a strike. That pitch catches the outside corner. Once again, Klug up in the count. That pitch in the dirt, and that will move Water-Smith to second base on the wild pitch. And now a runner in scoring position with 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs for Taylor Hinkhouse. Taylor plays center field. Pitch inside for ball 3. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Strands Water-Smith on second base, but Urbandale draws first blood tonight, 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the second.
Pink House strikes out for the third out in the
Loves you, Iowa. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does.
In 10 minutes or less, let Schottenkirk Chevy make you an offer on the spot for your vehicle regardless of make, model, condition, or value. With our early lease termination program, we can help you get out of your lease whether you bought from us or not. Click, call, or stop in to get an offer for your car in 10 minutes or less.
Who loves you, Iowa? Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does. WaukeeChevy.com.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
Lauren Gustafson, the sophomore pitcher, not pitching tonight, but she will be leading things off here for Centennial. She's got that in that DP spot tonight for the Jaguars. Gustafson also batting .500 here for a team, Centennial, that bats .329 to start the year. Nice team batting average. I know they'd like to see that go up. Gustafson will watch that first pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Gustafson probably won't see a ton of action in the circle for the varsity this year, but a little bit. See her play a lot of JV pitching there as they develop the sophomore for next year, as she puts that one in the gap, and a nice stop by Bree Tigas over there, the freshman. The diving stop saves the sure hit for Gustafson. Great play by Tigas. It looks like she might be even a little banged up off that. I'm not sure if she hit her elbow or wrist or what. Yeah, she seems to be holding her wrist a little bit out there. They're going to go check on her as she dove for that. Might have jammed her wrist a little bit. Yep, that's what it looks like. Wrist, thumb type on her glove hand. It's Coach Nick McCool out there to take a look at things. It's one of those times that the coach also has to serve as a trainer. Pretty common in high school athletics. So we look at things there with Tigas. Started as an 8th grader a year ago. Really nice bat for her. Hit the ball very well. And she appears to be okay, and that will bring up Addie Starr for Centennial. Also a freshman shortstop here for the Jaguars. Starr had a great night in her debut here on Centennial's field last Wednesday, excuse me. She went 3 for 4. Lauren Solis out with a concussion right now, the normal starting shortstop. They moved Starr into that spot and have not missed a beat. And we have an illegal pitch. Signaled right away. As they discuss things over there, Jerry Bohe says that Izzy Staten did not come to a complete stop. Never presented the ball, went right into her windup, and called that an illegal pitch from behind the plate. And they're still going to discuss things right now. As I'm not sure Ellen Gallagher necessarily agrees with that. The assistant coach, the pitching coach there for Urbandale, is they discuss things and try to get everybody back on the same page. Either way, it makes the count 2-0 now to Addie Starr. Starr watches that pitch up at the neck, makes it 3-0. Starr probably not at that point yet in her career as a freshman where she's got the green light here on a 3-0 count. She awaits the pitch from Staten. And that catches the inside corner for strike 1. Here's where Starr could do some damage. She's got the power, more of a pull hitter. But if she can get one into the opposite field, The ball will carry for a long ways. 3-1 pitch to Star. That is a ball as well. From my angle, it's really tough to see where some of those pitches miss.
Star walks, bringing up number 15.
But no one seemed to argue. And Mackenzie James comes up to the plate, the center fielder, and James 1 for 10 to start the year. But batted just under 400 a year ago. So she's got the ability. Star takes the hard leadoff from first as James watches that first pitch for a strike. James is center fielder. Rifles that one right back up the middle, and that's going to have runners at first and second right now for the Jaguars. And an opportunity for Morgan Seversyke to advance them.
Mackenzie James gets the first hit for Centennial.
Seversyke, the lefty, will try to find a gap in that defense. The infield scoots in quite a bit. As they see both Tigas there at short, Albrecht at second, they move in quite a bit. Seversyke, the speedster, definitely in a bunting situation here. See, the outfield is played back over there. Water Smith still pretty deep in left. If she's swinging away, if she can place one in that gap, they've left quite a big gap for her there over the shortstop. That's what Seversyke will try to do. Looks around, the infield tries to place the ball. She's got Star on second, James on first. Watches that pitch cross the outside corner, and that takes the bunt out of the equation right now. No balls, 2 strikes. Seversyke plays out in right field, or primarily a runner up until this year, and she's batting .500 early on to start this season. 1-2 the count. Squares it up, looks, and watches that pitch inside and low. Evens up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Seversyke trying to battle her way back into this one against Izzy Staten. Watches that pitch high, loads up the count. Star on second, James on first. Seversyke with bases loaded. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Star goes, and safe as the ball sneaks away as the runners went on the full count. And if Geiser, I'm not sure she saw Star going right there. Gets there on the stolen base because that throw was certainly there. And what a situation for Peyton Drefke to be in her first varsity at bat right now. Runners on second and third. She puts in the gap. Peyton Drefke, her first varsity hit's going to score. Fellow freshman Star. Drefke advances to second on the hit, and the very first pitch that Peyton Drefke sees as a varsity player, a hard ground ball through the gap. Ties this game up at 1 run apiece. And back to the top of the order it goes. Ella Schultz, a hard-hitting Schultz now with Mackenzie James over there on third base and Peyton Drefke at second. Schultz gets around on that one quickly, and now she's behind in the count. Schultz batting just a shade under 300 here on this young season. Watches that pitch at the elbows. A good batter to be ahead of, because if you get behind her, she can certainly make you pay. And she's got runners on second and third right now. Staten looks in for the signal from Burkhead. Outside corner off the end of the bat. Schultz going to try to outrun things, and she is out at first. As they go, Woodruff throws it to Albrecht to get the out, and Urbandale kills the rally, but Centennial ties it up on a Peyton Drefke hit to score Addie Starr. We move to the top of the third. 1-1.
In the bottom half of the second, they come up with 1 run.
vehicles are created equal.
DeArmond certified used vehicles have a big advantage. All makes and models 2011 or newer with under 75,000 miles receive a 175-point inspection, Carfax report, 2 oil changes, collision deductible coverage, and wheel dent and windshield repair.
Also, all DeArmond certified come with 2 warranties. A 1-year 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper and a 2-year 100,000-mile powertrain. Only sold at the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Top of the third inning right now, 1-1 here as things got heated up a little bit there in the second inning. Each team scoring a run. Not heated up enough as I'm freezing up here at the top of the outside the press box here at Ankeny Centennial. Did find out we have a heater in the press box here tonight. I'm trying to gather some of the heat coming out of there, but don't often have this happen, especially at the end of May. We've had some nights where we've enjoyed the there's a bunt there from Geyser, and she finds herself safely on first. A surprise bunt. Surprises everyone. And Geyser now 2 for 2 tonight.
Geyser with a leadoff bunt single.
Yeah, usually we're worried about staying warm and protecting ourselves from the sun, but wow, did this cold front come in with a bang. Geyser starts things off here in the third, much like the first. And they go with a bunt again. Klug going to pick that up and throw it over to Christensen, and not in time. So a couple bunts, a couple infield hits for Urbandale to get things rolling.
Another bunt single for the Jayhawks.
Might see the Jayhawks continue to try to manufacture a couple runs here. This is Staten up to bat. Staten, the pitcher's had a good start to the night so far. Leading hitter for Urbandale, batting just over 400 on the season. Did strike out in her first at-bat tonight looking. She shows bunt and goes. She offered, so there's strike one. So Urbandale with the top of their order, trying to move some runners around with a bunt. She shows it again and fouls that one off, and that'll take the bunt out of the equation here on an 0-2 count to Staten. Staten, a very good hitter. The pitcher, Klug, wastes no time. Swing and a miss, and Klug gets her for the second time tonight. Klug's fourth strikeout of the night. I'll bring up Bree Tiggis, the shortstop. Tiggis, who was so good hitting a year ago. With runners on first and second, Urbandale trying to capitalize here. A couple early base runners. Tiggis rips that one into the gap in right center. That'll score 2. Coming around to score, Geyser comes around. Dannon Rue comes around, and she is going to be in there safe at home as they miss the cut. And a 2-run double for Tiggis. Cranks one there out into right center field.
Double for Bree Tiggis. Hitting for Urbandale, number 2, Grace Albrecht.
So Geyser and Rue come around to score, and Tiggis is standing there at second base. Albrecht up to hit. That pitch catches the outside corner for strike one. That pitch misses. Evens up the count at 1 apiece. And that pitch tomahawked out there into right center field as Seversite comes up to get it, and that'll be another hit. So Urbandale is
base hit by Albrecht.
Knocked out 7 hits here early on in 2 1/3 innings.
22, Lily Burkett.
Moves Tigas over there to third base. So runners in the corners with Burkhead trying to do some damage here. Show bunt, and that misses inside, and defensive indifference moves Albrecht to second base. And now a couple batters there, runners, in scoring position for the catcher Burkhead. Pitch is low. That pitch catches the outside corner for strike one. Klug early on was doing an outstanding job working ahead of the batters. This inning she's got behind him a little bit, and they've made her pay. That pitch swung on, popped up, and that is going to drift out of play. And Klug ahead in the count. Burkhead. Urbandale with 7 hits here to start this one. We're just 2 and third inning in. Little off-speed pitch catches Burkhead off balance. And Klug with another strikeout.
Klug strikes out Burkhead for
her 5th of the night. And that'll bring up Dharma Woodruff. And Woodruff hit a bomb to right center field in her first at-bat tonight. Opened up the scoring in the top of the second. That pitch right at the knees, just below apparently. Called it a ball. The wind has shifted a little bit more now. Seems to be blowing straight in from left. It was blowing out to right early as Klug misses that outside. Woodruff put one of those up in the air early on to right, and that ball just carried and drifted and found herself rounding the bases, touching them all. 2-1 now the count to her. Pitch is knifed out there into left field, and that's going to be a hit. Going to score 2 more runs for the Jayhawks as Tigas and Albrecht come around to score.
Woodruff singles in 2 more runs for the Jayhawks.
So a big inning here. 4 runs put up in the top of the second for Urbandale.
Now hitting number 15, Lily Waters-Smith.
That'll bring up Lily Waters-Smith. Pitch catches the outside corner for strike one. Urbandale just continues to knock out hits. They've got 8 of them so far here. Not quite fully through 3 innings. Klug goes off speed. Schultz can't quite handle it. Runner advances. But now Waters-Smith finds herself behind in the count, 0-2. She got on with a hit in her first at bat. Swing and a miss, strike 3, number 6 for Klug on the night. Urbandale does a bunch of damage at crooked number, 4 of them here in the top of the third. They leave 5-1 as we head to the bottom of the third inning.
I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
And we're back quickly here as Sydney Morris up to bat for Centennial. Izzy Staten, who has pitched a nice game so far. Urbandale, though, a big third inning. They put up 4 runs, take a commanding lead here. Morris got on base in the first inning, got hit by a pitch. She watches that pitch inside as well. Two and 0 the count to Morris. Snaps that one right back up in the middle past Staten, and the leadoff batter on for Centennial for the first time tonight.
Leadoff single by Sydney Morris.
Morris has a very nice swing. Just haven't seen her get into one here through 5 games yet this year. You know it's there. Anna Christensen, though, has made up for that. Christensen's had a great start to the year, just under 500. Pitches outside. No, called it a strike on Christensen. Caught the corner. To Christensen, the senior second baseman, as the wind has shifted, so I apologize. Christensen bunts that one foul. You might have to deal with some of the wind in my microphone right now. See if we can adjust this a little bit. I'm not sure. The wind is kind of whipping all over the place right now. Apologize. We'll do what we can to shelter ourselves, as it was blowing straight in from left at us. And there it comes again, whipping all over the place. Christensen with Morris on first. Pushes that one away. Foul to Christensen. Oh-2 the count to Anna Christensen. She pushes that one over to the left side of the infield, right side, and picked up over there. Woodruff steps on the base unassisted and advances Sydney Morris to second base.
Christensen grounds out to Woodruff, moves Morris to second base.
We'll bring up Lizzie Klunder. Klunder struck out in her first at-bat tonight. Pitch swing and a miss for strike one. Klunder with a big swing. Batting .350 here to start the year. Watches that pitch up at her elbows. That pitch is outside. 2-1 the count to Klunder. That pitch goes inside. 3-1, and Klunder's not one with a first base open. She's not one that you want to risk grooving a pitch to. You may offer this base up to her. And she does go inside and moves Klunder to first base. The second walk of the night issued by Staten. Hasn't been an issue so far.
Now hitting number 29, Lauren Gustafson.
Lauren Gustafson, who lined out to Bree Tiggis over there at shortstop in her first at-bat tonight. A web gem by Tiggis. And she dribbled her over there to third base. Gustafson hustles over there to first and is out there on the snap throw from Brecken. Geyser advances the runners, and that'll bring up Addie Starr for Centennial. So Morris will move to third, Klunder to second, and Addie Starr, who walked in her first at-bat tonight. That pitch is in the dirt. Not sure that Morris would be much of a threat to head home on a wild pitch. Starr here for Centennial scored their only run so far of the night. That pitch goes through the gap. Starr going to get that hit and going to hold up the runner over there at third, Klunder. And Starr heads to second. She is safe there. And the runner stays over there. Clunder thought about going. Star with that little hook slide gets around it.
Star singles, scoring more.
And that'll bring up Mackenzie James.
Now second and third, 2 out, brings up number 15.
She was trying to induce a throw to get Clunder to head home, but Urbandale plays it pretty well defensively. Here goes Mackenzie James up to bat. That pitch is inside. May take double digits to win this one here, this first game tonight. The cold weather, didn't expect the bats to be so hot. As that wind is whipping, we've got a feels like of low 40s right now. And that pitch is outside corner on James for strike one. James rifled one up the middle in her first at-bat tonight. That one bends her back Matrix style as she avoids the high and tight pitch. That pitch right off the end of the bat, just a dead ball. Not a dead ball that the officials would call, but just a dead hit as she grounds out over there to Woodruff at first base. About as routine and easy a play as you can possibly make over there at first. Centennial puts another one up, 5-2 as we head to the top of the fourth.
I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
First pitch is outside from Klug to Taylor Hinkhouse. She follows that second one back. As neither of these teams waste any time in their warm-up. They get out there and they are ready to go. Coming hot off the bench. Urbandale had a big inning last inning as they went through 8 batters, scored 4 runs. Little off-speed from Klug. Gets Hinkhouse on the swing and a miss. Hinkhouse batting 111 so far to start the year. A little bit under that actually right now after a strikeout in the first. At bat for her. 2-2 the count though to Taylor Hinkhouse, the catcher, the center fielder. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And that moves things back to the top of the order where Urbandale has done some damage so far here tonight. Brecken Geyser has been outstanding. Triple and a single, 2 for 2 on the night so far. Geyser just a sophomore. She came into the game batting 167, and things have improved considerably from that point as that ball rolls. Little seeing eye through the gap in the net, the only spot that it could possibly hit a fan, and it falls through. That pitch is strike 2, so Klug once again works ahead of Geyser, but Geyser's done a great job fighting her off tonight. Does an outstanding job from the leadoff spot for Urbandale. Swing and a miss, though. Klug gets Geyser retired for the first time tonight. That's a big out as she has done outstanding from that leadoff spot. 8th strikeout of the night for Klug. Rue ripped one to right center field and scored a couple runs. Excuse me, no, she got on with a bunt on the last one. I get their lefties confused because Bree Tiggis comes up as a lefty as well. She was the one that ripped one to right center. That ball popped up over there, and Addie Starr covering a lot of ground makes the catch. If she wouldn't have made it, I think Peyton Drefke was about right there to make the play. Between the two freshmen, they communicate. Starr makes it, and we head to the bottom of the fourth. 5-2 Urbandale.
Shortstop for the
to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand in hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
Number 13, Morgan Severside.
Morgan Severside will start things off here in the bottom of the fourth for Centennial as she tries to get Centennial back in this game, trailing 5-2 right now. Severside was struck out by Izzy Staten in her first at-bat tonight. Swing and a miss there for Morgan. As the infield is all the way in for her right now. Pitch is outside. The wind might be whipping our center field camera around a little bit out there tonight. Tried to anchor that thing down. It is a cold, windy night here on the north side of Ankeny. Severside watches that pitch high. 2-1 the count now. Urbandale with 8 hits so far here tonight in a big third inning where they put up 4 in the top half. Severside puts that over to Tigges. Tigges fires it across in time to Woodruff for the first out of the inning.
Nice play by both Tigges and Woodruff for the first out.
I'll bring up Peyton Drefke, the freshman, in her first start tonight. She's 1 for 1 playing out in left field. Put one between the gap and third base and shortstop early on. Watches that first pitch catch the outside corner for strike 1. There's an off-speed pitch, and she puts in the same spot she put the first. And the freshman Drefke is 2 for 2, and she decides to head for second on the overthrow. There's nobody there, and a little Javi Baez action as Drefke swipes an extra base.
That's a base hit by Drefke.
Realize no one else is there. Heads up base running by Drefke.
Now we go back to the top of the order for Centennial and Ella Schultz.
So we go back to the top with Schultz, the catcher, batting leadoff for the first time tonight, uncharacteristically 0 for 2. Ella usually hits the ball very well. That first pitch catches the outside corner for strike 1. Ooh, Schultz gets hit in the elbow. And that'll put runners on. That's the second hit by pitch tonight. And she will get a courtesy runner for her. Brings in Sydney Morris, who's been on base both times tonight. She also got hit by a pitch in the first inning and had a single right up the middle in the third. Let's see who's over there running for Centennial. I think it's Claire Suarez, I believe. Can't quite see the number of the long ponytail blocking it.
The courtesy runner for Schultz is Suarez.
Yes, it is Claire Suarez.
For Ankeny.
Whew, and that wind is shifted around once again, blowing right in our face. Every once in a while, it just catches you right or wrong. Morris puts that one in the gap. That's going to bring Peyton Drefke, comes around, and they're going to hold her up at third. Wisely, she's back, and that loads up the bases for Anna Christensen. Makes Morris 2 for 2 on the evening. Jags in business here in the bottom of the fourth.
Sydney Morris loads up the bases, bringing up number 14, Anna Christensen.
Christensen has pushed both balls to the right side of the field tonight. If she can do that again, the Jags will score another run. Tries to go that direction again. Drefke on second, Drefke on third, Suarez on second, representing Schultz. And Christensen puts it that way again. They decide to go home with it, and she is out. And they actually, I thought they might have turned a double play. It was very close. They take out the lead runner, though, at home plate.
Nice play by Woodruff at first base, cutting off the run.
Look at that. Call that one 1-2. So they try to go right back to her, and that was very close. And that'll bring up Lizzie Klunder now with bases loaded. And the wind is pretty much blowing straight in from left field right now. Klunder watches that first pitch way outside. Klunder, and if she can get on base, Gustafson. If they can find a way to get to Starr, who's found herself on base a lot these last couple games with bases loaded, they got a chance. That pitch is outside, ball 2. You got to be very careful if you're Z Staten right now pitching to Klunder, because one wrong pitch and she can make you pay, especially now with bases loaded. That pitch called strike. Just barely catches the outside corner. 2-1 the count. Everything's away for Klunder. That pitch called strike as well. 2-2-2 the count. Staten trying to work herself out of a little bit of a jam. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Staten strands 3 Jaguars on base and knocks down the rally. 5-2 our score as we head to the top of the 5th.
Vehicles are created equal.
DeArmond certified used vehicles have a big advantage. All makes and models 2011 or newer with under 75,000 miles receive a 175-point inspection, Carfax report, 2 oil changes, collision deductible coverage, and wheel, dent, and windshield repair.
Also, all DeArmond certified come with 2 warranties. A 1-year 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper and a 2-year 100,000-mile powertrain. Only sold at the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at MidAmerican Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Head back to the Urbandale half. Top of the 5th inning here as they lead 5-2. They had a huge third inning, put up 4 runs. Izzy Staten, their best hitter, leading things off, pushes that one out into right field. Morgan Seversyke right there to make the play. The lefty makes it look routine. And that'll bring up Bree Tigges, who definitely a candidate to push the ball that same direction. Tigges, a pull hitter. He's got a hold of a couple. Had a double here the last time she was up to bat. That pitch popped up, and Addie Starr calls everybody off and makes the play. Little chuckle at the end because the ball tried to sneak out, and that's why you catch it with 2 hands. And we're on a 2-pitch inning right now for Sam Klug. 2 pitches, 2 outs. And that'll bring up Grace Albrecht, who is 1 for 2 on the evening. Pitch fouled back. Ruins that perfect inning, the 3-pitch inning for Klug. Watches that pitch cross the outside corner for strike 2. And Klug way ahead right now. That ball, high fly ball right field, gone! Home run for Grace Albrecht, the second of the day for Urbandale. Not much doubt about that one. That was a laser out in a hurry. 2 of them to opposite field for the Jayhawks. You don't see that very often, but man, they got some power to the opposite field. Second run of the night scored for Albrecht, and that'll bring up Lily Burkhead. Man, that ball was out in a hurry. Seversike didn't even move. She knew it was gone out there in right field. No chance to get that one. And that'll bring up Lily Burkhead. Tell you what, it's not a huge wind, but it's enough that everything's just been pushing out there to right field tonight, and Urbandale definitely taking advantage of it so far. Don't expect too many summer winds to be straight out of the north, and we've got it here tonight. Every once in a while it comes out of the northeast a little bit and comes right in our face, but Klug misses that inside, makes the count 3-1 now to Burkhead. That pitch over there to Morris. Morris shoots that one across to Clunder. Urbandale puts another notch on the scoreboard. They lead 6-2 as we head to the bottom of 5.
Loves you, Iowa. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does.
In 10 minutes or less, let Schottenkirk Chevy make you an offer on the spot for your vehicle regardless of make, model, condition, or value. With our early lease termination program, we can help you get out of your lease whether you bought from us or not. Click, call, or stop in to get an offer for your car in 10 minutes or less.
Who loves you, Iowa? Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does. WaukeeChevy.com.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
Bottom of the 5th inning right now. Urbandale has looked good so far here tonight. 9 hits. And they've got, more importantly, 6 runs out of those 9 hits. They lead Centennial right now, trying to protect their home turf 6-2. Lauren Gustafson going to try to lead things off for Centennial, the designated player. Came into the game batting .500 on the year. She is 0 for 2 here tonight. Had a line out to short and a ground out to third.
Number 29, Lauren Gustafson.
First pitch is way outside, but called strike. A pitch even further outside, that is called a ball. 1-1 here, the count to Gustafson. From Staten, who's pitched very well so far here tonight. Swing and a miss for Gus. Goes after the outside pitch. Again, from back here, I'm not seeing a ton of movement on the pitch from Staten, but, man, she just hits her spots everywhere that Burkhead sets up. Staten hits it, and swing and a miss for Gustafson. Sets her down. Fourth strikeout of the night for Izzy Staten.
Gustafson strikes out for the first out in the bottom.
I'll bring up Addie Starr, who's 1 for 1 with a walk tonight. And you see Staten continue to try to work that outside part of the plate. She's got some calls out there. Goes inside that time for the strike on Starr. Urbandale with 4 runs tonight in the 3rd inning opened this thing up quite a bit. They lead 6-2. Starr pushes that one out. Could be trouble. No, underneath it. Ball gets corralled in out there by Grace Albrecht. And Mackenzie James will try to create a 2-out rally here in the bottom of the 5th. James is 1 for 2 on the night. Pitches. Called strike outside corner. Staten has worked that outside corner masterfully here tonight, then hits that spot again on the inside corner. Getting the edges. And goes outside again. James over to Albrecht. Actually, it's going to be Woodruff. Woodruff diving over there and makes the play. Hits the first base just in time before James gets there. Called out. And no runs for Centennial. No hits, no errors. We move to the top of the sixth. It's all Urbandale, 6-2.
To everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
Dharma Woodruff to lead things off for Urbandale. She's 2 for 2 on the night. Had a home run in her first at-bat. Pushed it out to right center field is what a lot of hits for Urbandale have gone out that direction tonight. She is 2 for 2, but Klug quickly ahead in the count. Klug, a lot of strikeouts tonight, but Urbandale, when they put the ball in play, it's gone places. They've got 9 hits. Pitch in the dirt for ball 1. That ball popped up right over us for strike 2. Woodruff, actually this whole Urbandale team really didn't come into the game as a team hitting that well, but man, they have smoked the ball tonight. That pitch lined right back up the middle. Nice piece of hitting by Woodruff. She is now 3 for 3 on the night.
Leadoff single for Dharma Woodruff.
Not to mention some great plays over at first. I'll bring up Lily Waters-Smith, the left fielder. She is 1 for 2 on the night. Actually, looks like we may have a sub here. They're going to insert into the lineup. Oh, that is Smith. Never mind. Excuse me. They're going to put a courtesy runner in out there for Woodruff. They're going to put Avery McKinney, freshman, out there to run for Woodruff, who gets the leadoff runner on for Urbandale here to start things off. Ten hits tonight. That ball tailing away, ball outside. 10 hits for Urbandale. As she offers on the bunt, called strike for Waters-Smith. Swing and a miss for strike 2 on Waters-Smith. With McKinney over there on first. Lights have been on from the start here tonight in Ankeny. Klug tries the rise ball there with 2 strikes. A little bit high. Ball fouled off. Good job of hanging in there from Waters-Smith. Gonna check that ball for scuff. Don't want to give Klug any extra grip on the ball out there in the circles. They're gonna get a new one in there. Klug to Watersmith. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled off again. Lily Watersmith continues to battle. Quick pitch from Klug. That ball popped up over there into right field. Seversyke underneath it. Makes a play. Thinks about throwing it back to first, as that's a tough position over there for McKinney, the first base runner, because if it drops, she's going to have a tough time getting to second. So kind of no man's land out there for the runner, but that's the first out of the night. Or first out of the inning, excuse me. And that'll bring up the number 9 batter, Taylor Hinkhouse. Hinkhouse shows bunt, and it hit her. They say she was in the box. So that's a foul ball as it hits Hinkhouse. She has struck out 2 times tonight. Shows bunt again, and Klug goes high and tight, and Schultz cannot corral it in, and that's going to move McKinney to second base. Urbandale trying to put some more insurance runs on the board. Third inning was all they've needed so far. We got a discussion there in the circle. Coach Brett Delaney going to come on in and, hey, somebody grabbed the umpire, just went down. Oh boy, our umpire just is down on the ground. We're going to take a quick break. We'll cut away. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back. Might be a little bit here. We'll be back on Central Iowa Sports Network.
To everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand in hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
Here as we continue to look, so what happened is our home plate umpire off the foul ball got hit, and as the several fans noticed it too, as they started to put the ball back into play, he started getting wobbly. Jerry Bohe started getting wobbly. They're going to help him up, but they're not going to take any extra time. I don't think we'll try to continue a game here with just one umpire. I'm not sure what they'll do here tonight. He went down, was staggering quite a bit. Almost looked like he took a punch, but the foul ball came back off him. Didn't see where it hit him, but as we continue to get things, he's not feeling the best right now, and I'm not sure how we continue with things right now as he's still feeling quite woozy. We'll take another break. Both teams have left the field. We'll take another break here as we continue to sort out how we'll continue the rest of the night.
Loves you, Iowa. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does.
In 10 minutes or less, let Schottenkirk Chevy make you an offer on the spot for your vehicle regardless of make, model, condition, or value. With our early lease termination program, we can help you get out of your lease whether you bought from us or not. Click, call, or stop in to get an offer for your car in 10 minutes or less.
Who loves you, Iowa? Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does. WaukeeChevy.com.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand in hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
And it looks like Jerry Bohe is going to give it a go. as they bring everybody back out. He took a foul ball, I think. As we look at it again, I think he might have taken off the neck. Couldn't tell for sure, but came up staggering quite a bit as the pass ball definitely got a big part of him. And after a long delay, he appears to be walking around a lot better. He came up looking like he had taken a punch from Mike Tyson. And he is back and says he's good to go. Just signaled to the batters, told everybody, the fielders, told everybody to take the field. So he's got the administration down there, everybody taking a look at him. I'm not sure what they do if he can't go, because not sure you can have finish a doubleheader like this with just one umpire. I mean, I'm up here. I'm ready to go if they need me, but I'm not sure they want me down there calling a CIML game. So we'll see. They continue to chat, both coaches over there, seeing how things are going to go. Teams will have to probably warm up a little bit here. Game reset. Urbandale here. We're in the top of the sixth. Urbandale leads 6-2. There's 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. And Jerry Bowie had just taken a ball in there, going to send everybody back once again into the dugout. So we're going to take another break, and the coaches are going to get together and talk, and we'll figure out how we're going to proceed with the rest of the night. We'll be back right after this.
I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
So we're back here at Ankeny Centennial. We are in a delay. We don't know how long the delay will be because we've got an injured umpire. So we will go off the air here. We'll keep it here for a while, but the teams have gone into the locker rooms, and it could be quite the extended break as we don't have umpires now as they attend. Actually have the ambulance out there to attend to our umpires. So we'll see what happens. They're trying to make some calls and see if there's anyone else available tonight to finish out the game. But for right now, we're in a delay, and we'll just wait it out till we find out what we do for the rest of the evening. So tune back in here periodically or leave us up and check in. Right now, Urbandale leading 6-2 in the top of the sixth. So we're here at Ankeny Centennial in a delay, something I've never seen before. I'm not sure many other people have. Our home plate umpire, Jerry Bohe, got hit right in the chest with a ball as we looked at the replay. Showed off the bunt. It hit him right in the chest. He ended up collapsing, went out. He was able to walk off eventually under his own power, but they are not going to finish this right now. It does not appear. The coaches have got together trying to figure out exactly how they're going to continue tonight. Closest umpire is quite a ways away, and so they're trying to figure out, and of course the closest umpire that's available. Looks like they're heading back into the building right now. So we're going to say currently we're on a delay. They've not officially called the game. We're in a suspension right now. Urbandale leads 6-2. They're having a team dance-off right now as they go over to talk to our other umpire out in the outfield as he's trying to find another partner to help finish the game as well. So they continue to try to figure out as they drive all the way out there. They did not. Both coaches were in agreement. They did not want to finish the game with just one umpire. It'd be Ron Taylor, the umpire that's left, as they continue to talk and figure out exactly how they're going to do things. They're waiting. I just saw the coaches drive out to talk to him out in the parking lot in the Gator. So they're going to talk to him out there and figure out exactly how we're going to finish. The options right now are wait for another umpire, but if they do that, we've been told the closest umpire is about 45 minutes away. And if we do that, both coaches just want to play finish this game, and they don't want to bring one umpire in to finish. It'd be 1 2/3 of an inning. So they don't want to bring in an umpire to do that, which is certainly understandable. And then the next option becomes finish this game at another time and play the second part of the doubleheader at another time here down the road. The fans are starting to leave, although we do not have an official call yet, as things continue to develop here on the north side of Ankeny tonight. Certainly a unique situation, talking to a lot of people, the coaches, the umpires, the administration here. No one really knows what to do in a situation like this. In high school softball, baseball, you usually don't carry an extra umpire, so we sit here and try to figure out exactly what to do in this situation. But both coaches definitely in agreement that they do not want to finish tonight with just one umpire. And it's cold, so they'd rather not wait until the sun goes down and try to finish a couple other games or this game and start another one with another 7-inning game here, looking right now at a late night as we look at things if we do continue. So we'll step away one more time as we try to hash things out. Fans are starting to cut out, and I think that's probably the way we're headed right now, is that we will not play any more softball here tonight, but we will continue to wait it out, and we'll be back as soon as we have something here. We'll let you know in the next 5 minutes where things stand here on the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Vehicles are created equal.
DeArmond certified used vehicles have a big advantage. All makes and models 2011 or newer with under 75,000 miles receive a 175-point inspection, Carfax report, 2 oil changes, collision deductible coverage, and wheel dent and windshield repair.
Also, all DeArmond certified come with 2 warranties. A 1-year 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper and a 2-year 100,000-mile powertrain. Only sold at the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at MidAmerican Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Hi, I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand in hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
All right, so we are going to call it a night here, it appears, here at Ankeny Centennial as they have met with the remaining umpire. And looks like we are not going to play any more softball here on the north side of town, waiting for the... We're calling it a night. All right, we're going to postpone this to a later night. Just got the official word from down below from Brett Delaney. And they're going to try to reschedule things and make it happen again. Recap the situation here tonight. Home plate umpire Jerry Bohe got hit square in the chest with a bunt here, bunt attempt right in the chest. Stood up, tried to shake it off, and eventually collapsed. They did call the ambulance, and he appeared to walk off under his own power. I didn't see anything that happened once he got out to the parking lot, but Urbandale leads here 6-2 in the top of the sixth, and that's where they will pick things up at a later date. As a unique situation of high school sports, as we don't usually have a substitute umpire, but tonight it happened, and both coaches agreed they didn't want to finish with one, and they also didn't want to wait 45 minutes to an hour to get a replacement on a night like tonight where it's going to be in the 30s here as the sun goes down. So that's going to be it for tonight. And a short night. Everybody enjoy your Memorial Day weekend and have a good one. We'll be back on Tuesday night here from Centennial's number 1 Fort Dodge is in town. Have a good one, everybody. Happy Memorial Day.